We are live. Shawn Harvey here, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I just wanted to do this live for you today. This awesome, wacky Wednesday, I'll call it. I just wanted to do this live today to impress upon you what's been going on in my mind as I figure out some certain ways to help you, the viewer, change your financial situation. Because I love to give, and my business partner Julia and I love to give a lot. Sorry, I have my tear duct is not closing properly. As you can see, there's a big space there, so my tear is not draining properly. So I have to go for surgery again on March the 21st. So I'll be out of. I'll still do lives. I don't care. But anyways, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there is 58 million searches a month on how to make money online from home, make money something or other on Google. I don't know if you guys knew that. So I just want to say this. We're at the most uncertain time in the world. People are living paycheck to paycheck. 98% of the population is on track to retire never. I mean, the stories go on and on and on and on and on. But yet we have the most closest minds on the frickin' planet. Oh, wait. And last but not least, you go to frickin' jobs that you hate. Keyword hate. Job satisfaction surveys are I hate. H-A-T-E, my J-O-B. Journey of the broke. And it just blew my mind as to this scenario. When we're at the most uncertain time in the world, people are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling the most financially. People have the closest freaking minds. It just blows my goddamn mind. Like, for real. So I just want to say this. Your mind is like a parachute. It's only good to you when it's open. Kind of like when we're children. It's open. They're the biggest sponges. This is the amount of time, this is the most important time in our lives in the economic crises going on right now in the world. And guess what? You know who's winning the most? Your bosses and the banks, the big banks. Did you know that? People say, yeah, but the banks, this. Guess what? They're still boasting the biggest profits. You can scale this back. In 1980s, when the mortgage rates topped 21.9%, the banks were making between $300 and $500 million every 3 months. You fast forward the time, 2016, 2017, we've had some pretty crazy down slumps in the economy, and guess what? The banks are making 2.4 billion with a B, big ass B, in profits every 3 months. And guess what? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, ladies and gentlemen, but the Canadian consumers, the American consumers, are hurting the most. They are the most vulnerable, and they're struggling and living paycheck to paycheck. They're one paycheck away from being out on the goddamn street, and guess what? They have the closest minds, and they're not open to an idea that could potentially change their lives forever financially. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that I'm not no guru. I'm just an average, ordinary person going through what you've been through, what you're going through. Because guess what? Money isn't everything, but if you don't have it, it's everything. So I just want to share this with you today in the time that we spend together. Whether you're watching live, whether you're watching the replay, this is when you should be the most open to having somebody like potentially me or somebody else reach out to you and say, hey, guess what? I know some people that work 70, 80, 90 hours a week, taking time away from their families, and guess who suffers the most? Our families and our children. And I was one of those people. I used to work 90 hours a week. I used to work almost 400 hours a month for what? A paycheck to feed my family. But you know what? When you come home to your children at night and they're still awake, asking you when you're going to spend time with them, that really like hit me right in the chest, because I had that happen. And this is a scenario that I heard from one of my mentors. He said, you know what? When my son asked me how much I get paid per hour, and he saved up his allowance so that he could buy an hour of my time, I was like, oh my God, I got to make changes. I'm just being real with you guys. Seriously. When your son or daughter will do that for you and tell you how much do you get paid in an hour, and they're willing to give that up to you so you can go and spend time with them, if that does not emotionally disturb you, I don't know what does. Because I'm here to tell you that I'm a father too. I had that same scenario, and that was my wake-up call to say, Shawn, you need to wake the hell up. You need to get yourself into a position where you can actually spend time with your family while providing for your family at the same time. So I just want to say this, guys. This is going to blow your mind. I know money's not everything, but if you don't have it, it's everything. The number one reason why most people fail financially is because they are too busy working a job and exchanging time based on an hourly rate. And I hate to break it to you another way. The average rate of per hour in the United States and Canada is less than 12 bucks an hour. So you're going to exchange an hour of your time for 12 bucks an hour. That to me is the biggest scam on the planet. But guess what? I don't work for a scam. I work for an opportunity that successfully creates a lot of millionaires. And guess what? It will forever change your life. But we're not talking about the opportunity. We're talking about what's in it for you. See, I don't know about you guys, but if spending more time with your family is not important to you, then hey, keep doing what you're doing. I know this. If you keep working the way you work, you will eventually come home to an empty house. Because our wives will only put up with it for so long. And I've witnessed it hand over hand over hand in the situations in my life where I've actually been on the receiving end of coming home. And I was home every day. But I just want to say this. I used to work with a guy at Mullen Trucking years ago that came home to an empty house. Hadn't seen his wife and kids for 3-4 months. He was working up north in the oil field. Guess what? Sad state of affairs. She cleaned him out. Don't be that person. Don't give your life to your boss, because guess what? You're just a number to your boss. Your boss don't care about your wife or your kids. Make it about your kids. Make it about the why you do what you do every day to fight for your kids. To be there for them when you can actually go to their soccer and hockey games. When you can go and spend time and be in the now and help them understand that you truly care about them and you want to make a difference in their lives. Because when it makes a difference in your kid's life, it makes a difference in your life, because you're a part of those children, because they're your children. They are going to grow up so fast. If I could turn back the clock, should I say, in one scenario, I wish the hell I would have got to be an entrepreneur sooner so I could control my time with my people, the most important people in my life, and that was my children. My oldest daughter will soon to be 18. My son will soon to be 16. My youngest daughter will be soon to be 14, and my youngest son is soon to be 3. I am not going to make the same mistake I made before fighting for my boss. I'm going to have a closer relationship with my children, especially the younger one, because he's still at that sponge of an age. And I just want to share this with you. It's not to make you feel bad about me or all those other things, but you know what? I was too busy chasing a paycheck like many of you are today. Nobody shared with me an opportunity that could potentially change my life. So I just want to say this, guys. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and if we're not connected on Facebook, please reach out to me. I have a solution. I would love to share it with you, but I know this. Don't let your kids grow up to hate you because you were too busy chasing a paycheck. And I truly love to help other people because I was one of those fathers that was too busy trying to chase a paycheck, and I too had to make moral decisions to either break my son's heart where I couldn't spend time with him because I was too focused on going to work and making overtime and a paycheck. Don't be that person. Today, my son and I don't have a very close relationship. He's an introvert, I'm an extrovert. I love him to pieces. I think about him every day, but it breaks my heart to know that I am there and he's not really there because he's too busy with the girls now, and he's at that age. He'll be driving in July. I mean, all of these things. If I could change one thing, I would change the relationship that I have with my son closer, but he's got to be able to receive it. I don't have a father in my life to share with me and, coach me and guide me along certain ways when I'm having a bad day or all of those things. But I just want to say this. We can only do what we can only do. But I know this, I will bust my anatomy to make sure that I have a close relationship with my kids. And I will do my part. And I'm hope to God that one day, before it's too late, they do their part. And I wish I could turn back the clock, but I can't. All I can do is move forward. Rather than look in the rearview mirror, I'm looking straight ahead on how I can make and help other people not have to go through what I'm going through, because the most important time has gone by. Don't be that person. We found something that part-time, plug-in, no risk. You literally can make money from home, and it can change your life forever. Share the love on this video. Connect with me on Facebook if we're not friends already, and let's help your family, because again, my business commitment to the world is 250 families to free them from the financial ruins of the dungeons of debt. Are you going to be the next family that we help? I don't know. I would love for you to be the next family, but I don't know if you're going to be. The ball's in your court. You got to have a meeting with you, the person that you look at in the mirror every day, and ask yourself this one question. Am I doing everything today to make sure that I can buy back my life? Number two, am I living the life that I want to live? Am I setting an example for my children to be able to control my time, my income, and my thoughts? And if that is, hey, we're there to support you and pat you on the back. But I know it's coming from a financial advisor. Money is the number one reason for divorce on this planet. It is not everything, but if you don't have it, it is truly everything. How many of you would love to make an extra couple $100s a day, part-time, from the comfort of your own home, to be able to share it with your kids so that you can actually spend the day with your children and not have to worry about chasing a paycheck? It's all about having real estate on the internet. See, if you're not interested in building relationships with people and getting uncomfortable and doing videos, then probably social media, internet marketing is not for you. But if you're willing to get uncomfortable, you can truly have the life that you truly deserve and you truly long for. We will revolutionize an old industry, and that's the journey of the broke, just over broke. Because when crap happens, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Are you in the financial position to take care of your family for many months until you're able to go back to work? And guess what? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. So unless you're building your empire with your people for your family, or you're building it for somebody else's, it's kind of like an airplane with no engines on the turbines on the plane. Guess what? It don't get off the ground. You will crash and burn financially if you are not getting yourself into a financially bulletproof position for your family. Because life will throw you curveballs. It will knock you down. But if you can look up, you can get up and you will survive. But are the people that you're associated with in your circle, are they supporting you and guiding you? Because I know this as an ex-advisor, most people think of the money that they don't have in their lives versus the blessings they have in their lives, like their wives, their kids, their health, the roof over their head, the car that they drive. They don't have an attitude of gratitude. We need to have more of that. And when you can inspire other people to get themselves into a financially bulletproof position, guess what? We'll be stroking checks for $10,000 to Make-A-Wish Foundation every other day. We'll be stroking checks for the homeless in your own backyard. We'll be stroking checks for our sick family members that are in the hospital because others don't have medical insurance, especially if you live in the United States. You're on the hook. But the question I have for you is, if you don't change what you've been doing to change what you've been getting, that's the definition of insanity. See, and that's why they say the graveyard is the most richest place on the planet. Number one, they have the highest credit scores for most of them. And number two, they've wasted all of their goals and dreams and didn't do anything with them. That is insanity. And Les Brown says this, play full out and die empty. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We only have one life to live. One. There's no going back and fixing some mistakes. There's no going over and, oh, we'll just kind of get this done. No. The past is the past. We only have forward to look. But if you're laser beam focused on your legacy that you leave for your family when you are gone, I promise you this, your name, your efforts, your accomplishments that you accomplish in your life will live on for legacies, for generations, I mean. And that will be the legacy. Your grandkids, your great grandkids will look at that picture of you and your wife on the wall and say, you know what? My great grandfather made a difference in millions of people's lives because he became an entrepreneur and he gave more than he received, because the law of reciprocity works in amazing ways. I don't know very many successful people that don't give away millions of dollars to worthy causes. Let's make you the worthy cause for right now so we can get you financially bulletproof so that you can go and make a difference in your family's legacy, your family's tree. Break that cycle of financial ruin, that the lack mentality, I'm broke, I can't. Start empowering yourself with I can, I will, I must. See, Tony Robbins said something to me a long time ago. He says, the problem is, and I had an intimate session with him in 2011 in Chicago, Illinois, in Schaumburg, which is right around the corner from Chicago. He said to me, he says, you know what? I'm going to share this with you. The number one reason why most people do not reach their true financial abundant life is because they're too freaking worried about what other people think about them being financially free. And he says, you know what? Oh, I should have done this, and I should have spent more time with grandma, and I should have spent more time with my aunt before she passed away, and I should have spent more time with my grandmother before she passed away, and my grandpa, and my kid, and this, that, the other thing, and all of these things. Guess what? People got to stop shoulding all over themselves and make it a must. You must become financially free. You must make a boatload of money, because poverty is a tool for mass destruction. Let me repeat that. Poverty is a tool for mass destruction. Nothing good comes out of poverty. Nothing. And why end your life shorter if you have poverty? Because you're living on the streets, you're good with the ailments, you're going to get sick, and guess what? It's going to shorten your life. Life's already too short. That's why poverty is a tool for mass destruction. That's why I am so obsessed with helping other people, because when I help you, it helps me. When you give, you will get. And that's why my commitment this year is to help 250 families. And I'm 100% certain with my life on it that that number will change before the end of June. Are you going to be the next family that we help and take and help unleash the financial ruins of the dungeons of debt? Or are you just going to keep working, living paycheck to paycheck and struggling financially? That's up to you. If you want to make a change in your life, if you want to make a difference in your freaking life, reach out to me. Tell me you want more info. Connect with me. Add me on Facebook. Share the love, because I know this. You know people that struggle financially that need something. See, I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences are like wishes. They're never gonna transpire. But I know this. Everything happens for a reason. If I were to fall into your life and you're going to watch this video at the most vulnerable time in your life, guess what? There's a reason why we met. I believe that. God has a plan. And God's greater plan for all of us is to live an abundant life. Because in the Bible, it says, live abundant life. Since when is paycheck to paycheck, fighting with your spouse about the lack of money in your life, living life abundantly? It's not. It's a bunch of BS. That's why poverty is a tool of mass destruction. Nothing good comes out of it. But I know this as an advisor. 98% of the population is on track to retire never and work until the day they die. Do you want to be that person? I don't. I was born broke, not my fault. If I die broke, it's my fault. Don't make it your fault that you have a lack of financial resources and abundant life in your life because of your thoughts. Get rid of the stinking thinking. Think big. Have a big, hairy, audacious goal and go and make a difference in your family's legacy. Because I know this. Money makes good people better and bad people worse. And many of you out there are good people, as I am. Don't make money control you. You control it. Stop exchanging time for an hourly rate. Go and provide somebody so much value that they throw $1,000 at you. Because guess what? Entrepreneurs get paid based on value. The more value, we could put in 100+ hours. Guess what? I could make 100,000 in 1 month. The more perceived value that you have, the more the return on investment. See, and when I do these things, it's a return on investment on me because I'm investing in you, and it's returning on me because I'm growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and also financially. Good people do good things. I believe many of you are good people. Don't let money control what you do. Stop the financial struggle now and reach out to me. Hey, Greg, you're going to have to watch the replay, brother. Make it about helping other people. Guys, I want to say this. Because I was too busy chasing a paycheck, having a job that I kind of liked but didn't really, I kind of put up with it. I missed a lot of important years of my life with my kids. Don't go do that. It breaks my heart to know that my kids don't respond to via text message and emails or cell phone messages. Breaks my heart. I could sit here and have a pity party and whatever, and I won't do that. But I know this. I love my kids to the moon and back. I would take a bullet for them if I had to. Don't let your job control you with the most important people in your life. Some of you have small children. They're going to grow up so fast, before you know it, they're going to be out of diapers, they're going to be walking, they're going to be talking, and guess what? What kind of a sponge are they going to be depending on your situation that you're in right now? What are you going to have? Right? That's the scenario. What are you doing? Are you spending more time with your family? Become resourceful. Partner up with the right people that want to help you because they're people and they want to connect with you. I thank you guys for watching my live today. Appreciate all of you. I want to go and free 209 more people from the ruins of financial burdens of debt. Are you going to be the next one? Help me help you. Reach out to me. I can't read minds. I don't read minds very well. But I know this. My commitment to the world is to help 250 families this year alone, and that number will change. I'm hoping it will change faster because I've inspired somebody to come and join on my crusade about the mission of why I'm so obsessed with helping other people and their financial struggles. Because when it ends yours, it ends mine. See, it's not about me, it's about you. And that's the upcoming book that I'm in the process of writing. It's about you, not me. You'll love my business before you even know what it is because you know the vision and the mission. It's not about the how, it's not about the what, it's about the why. I want to show my kids that it's not all about me. It's about you. Because when it's about you and you get good things, guess what? Good things come out when I help you. It's a win-win. Have a great day, guys. I appreciate all of you. Share the love. Show the love with your friends. Add me on Facebook. And let's go make a difference and end financial struggles once and for all. Have a great day, and we will connect very soon. Take care. Bye for now.